Let me just, there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. As always, I am your host, Fearless Floyd. Boom. Today is obviously Tuesday, June 18th, 2024, day before Juneteenth. And I told y'all guys I'm going to do some videos today. So here we go. What do I have behind me? What's in the title? Leave a comment below. Participate in the chat over there. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. I am the Fearless Floyd Show across every social media platform. The Fearless Floyd Show. Mainly, I'm over on Telegram. If you're looking for me, the Fearless Floyd Show. You'll find me. Let's go look. I'm available. So let's dive right into this. And I know most of you aren't going to give a rat's ass about this. Not. Nope. But let me give you a little preface here. Okay. I don't want to change my background. Let me go do that. So the preface is, once upon a time, as you guys know, I was in a little old penal institution called the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correctional Institution Division, the CID. So in order for a unit, a prison unit, an adult correctional facility, whether it's female or male, to be certified by the American Corrections Association, it has to pass mandatory language in the Standards and Accreditation Manual. What do you think I did, folks? I FOIA'd and got the manual. I read everything that's mandatory. And then I went and did my own investigation while I was incarcerated to find out if my unit was complying with every mandatory stipulation that was in the manual. This didn't take a day. It didn't take a week. It did not take a month. It did not take 2 months. It did not take 3 months. It took about 6 months of investigatory work to conclude the investigation, to have enough evidence to file a Section 18 United States Code, or I'm sorry, Title 18 section, or USC section 1961 through 1968 civil RICO for multiple continuing felony offenses pursuant to Title 18 United States Codes. What does that look like, Floyd? Well, it's a very complex issue, and it dives deep. So when I come to you guys with and gals with stories and guests who have filed RICOs or are currently filing RICOs or even investigated RICOs, it's because I know what I'm talking about. And I'm able to look at their work and find what level of respect that they deserve. Because I know what it takes to investigate a RICO and to file one. I filed multiple RICOs. I withdrew most of them because to fight a civil RICO is, man, undertaking. I had, I think, 6 filed, my own. And when I got a TDCJ employee to admit on the record that they withheld my legal mail directed to the court with proper postage affixed, all that, they held it 18 days, which is well beyond the 72 hours that they were allowed to hold your legal mail before returning it. And even with that admission on the record in front of the judge, the court reporter, and the assistant attorney general from the Texas Attorney General's office. Case dismissed, Mr. Tarvin. What part? The civil rights. I was clever enough to ask, and what's still open on that case, because it was a combination filing of a Title 42 USC Section 1983 civil rights violation and a Title 18 USC Section 1961 through 68 RICO violation. So legally, technically, that case is still open. I may be back. That case is access to courts. I can go into that. Because I drew the blueprint for them to create the whole system, an intranet in prison to eliminate all legal work, all that paper, all those books, the law library, all of it under terminals. Yeah, that's a whole nother story we'll get into. That's a whole nother lawsuit. What we're talking about right here, we're talking about the American Correctional Association and Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And what I'm talking about is the unit certification process. And that's where the ACA comes on the unit. And they bring all their little inspectors and they walk around to the different departments of the prison unit. Of course, the food service, laundry service, the infirmary, so that'd be healthcare, any industries, they go out there. They go in the cell block, they go in segregation, they go in solitary, front office, whatever. They check everything out. And there's some mandatory stipulations in their manual that are required to be met by the unit before it can be accredited. You get that? So, as you see right here in front of me, right? That's the MyPlate from MyPlate.gov, which is the evolution of what? The food guide pyramid, which everybody remembers as the food pyramid, right? We all learned in school. Well, while I was locked up, I was still there under the pyramid. And it was during this investigation, the evolution that came to MyPlate. Well, there are certain requirements that have to be met. And it took a lot of work because I didn't have a laptop or a PC or internet access. So everything I had to do, sit down to a typewriter, type out a formal letter, send it off, wait on the results, get them back. Okay, now next one. And that's why it took so long to do this. Now, that. I called them up, asked for the manual. Oh, you can go buy it in the marketplace. So I went and tried to get it, and no. It was a little difficult. So I closed the video down and went and looked for it myself, and boom, found it. So what exactly am I talking about? I know you're just on pins and needles. Can't wait, right? I know this is kind of a boring topic. But you know what? If you've ever been to prison in Texas, have somebody that's there, you know what I'm talking about. You get it. Absolutely, you get it. But for all of those of you who have loved ones in there, you know what I'm talking about. This is for all you guys that are still in there. I told you I wasn't going to forget about you. I just don't have time to do all this. I really don't. But I'm going to put this out there in the ether. I'm whistleblowing. If I had a whistle, I'd blow it. Trying to get somebody's attention. Okay? Because this is a real deal. All you got to do is go Travis County, boom, pull up all the Floyd Pleasant.Tarvin the fourth filings, which quite abundant. You have to weed through a whole bunch of crap to find this case. Find this case, everything's in there. What all is in there, Floyd? We're going to dive right into that. Because I just didn't draft up a civil RICO lawsuit and send that without any factual evidence, did you? Of course not, because that's not how I roll. I developed this inside prison. I brought it out here with me. That's why I always try to show you guys the facts, not my facts, their facts, right? All right, so here we go with the fruits, the grains, the vegetables, the protein, the dairy. All right, let's get over here. We're gonna go diving. You don't have time to dive, bail, and we'll holler at you later. You can come watch this later. You don't have to jump in now. Let's see, that was from the last one. Whoops, not prepared. I'm in the wrong place, the wrong time, the wrong stuff. And here we go. Now we're cooking coconut oil. And share sound. Here we go. American Correctional Association. It's their website. So, of course, I was trying to sign in. I do have an account with them, absolutely. But as you see, they're in Alexandria, Virginia. So, here's the book right here. This is a supplement and breaks everything down for you. But I went and got it. Here it is. Right there. Brand new. Smoking, not joking. So let's go read what's mandatory language. Oh, I love mandatory language. Y'all ready? Right here. Mandatory. There is documentation that the institution's dietary allowances are reviewed at least annually by a qualified nutritionist or dietitian to ensure that they meet the nationally recommended allowances for basic nutrition. There's your holding right there, folks, that they meet the nationally recommended allowances for basic nutrition. Correct? There's the standard. There's the holding. That's what we're looking for. So now we have to go find out what those metrics are. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep dive in there and we're going to go find out what I should be eating every day according to the nationally recommended allowance for basic nutrition, for just basic nutrition. That's not for, superlative nutrition, performance. It's just for basic to live. Borderline. Okay. Comment. Dietary allowances, as adjusted for age, sex, and activity, should meet or exceed the recommended dietary allowances published by the National Academy of Sciences. A qualified nutritionist or dietitian is a person registered or eligible for registration by the American Dietetic Association or who has the documented equivalent in education, training, or experience with evidence of relevant continuing education. Protocols, written policy and procedure, recommended dietary allowances, process indicators, annual reviews, nutritionist or dietitian qualifications, documentation of quarterly menu evaluations, and staff interviews. What you see and you don't see, there's inmate interviews because the staff does not prepare the food. The offenders do, and they also consume it. All right, here's the menu planning. Okay. And those are called menu planning guides, MPGs, Written policy, procedure, and practice require that food service staff plan menus in advance and substantially follow the plan, and that the planning and preparing of all meals take into consideration food flavor, texture, temperature, appearance, and palatability. Menu substitutions are recorded. All menus, including special diets, should be planned, dated, and available for review at least 1 week in advance. Any substitutions in the meals actually served should be noted and should be of equal nutritional value. A file of tested recipes adjusted to a yield appropriate for the facility size should be maintained on the premises. Food service food should be served as soon as possible after preparation and at an appropriate temperature. Clinical diets should be approved by a qualified nutritionist or dietitian and documented accordingly. Protocols, written policy and procedure, process indicators, observation, staff and inmate interviews, records of meals served, completed menu plans, documentation of menu substitutions. There you go. There's your mandatory language. So what TDCJ does is they have what are called menu planning guides, where they plan out breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all 7 days of the week, called the menu planning guide. Now in there, they'll show what the substitutions are. Substitutions are usually an extra serving of beans and a slice of cheese. You heard me right, a slice of cheese. That will replace your meat serving. Let's just say they're serving pork. You're a Muslim, you don't eat pork. Boom. You get the alternative, an extra scoop of beans, a slice of cheese. Or, what did they, oh, or you get a scoop, 1 ounce scoop of peanut butter. Yeah, that's your protein replacement. Absolutely. So let's go find out exactly where I am, where I should be in my plate, what my plate should look like. How's that? There you go. All right, get back over here. Well, let me back up. All right, here it is. Okay, make every bite count. Take a look at your current eating routine. Pick 1 or 2 ways that you can switch to choices today that are rich in nutrition. A healthy eating routine can help boost your health now and in the years to come. Think about how your food choices come together over the course of your day or week to help you create a healthy eating routine. It's important to eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, grains, protein foods, and dairy or fortified soy alternatives. Choose options for meals, beverages, and snacks that have limited added sugar, saturated fat, and sodium. So we're going to dive right over here where it says, learn how to eat healthy with MyPlate. Yay, yay. Ooh, here we go. We're going to get down here and we're going to find out what's up with Floyd. Get your MyPlate plan. Okay. Now, everything that I'm showing you guys, I had to mail to get. I didn't just go click on something and get this, boom, like that. I had to send my stuff, my information off, and they had to put it in their laptop or computer and print it out and send it to me. That's why it took a long time to do the investigation. Now it's a little bit quicker. So we're going to get over all this. All right. But basically, the MyPlate plan calculator uses different formulas based on the user's age, and additional adjustment factors may be applied based on other user entered information. Okay. So let's see what we got. At the time, let's just say I was 50 years old. Actually, 40, probably. Yeah, well, that's a good age. Okay. I probably weighed 220. What's that? 6 foot tall, 0 inches. Physical activity. I'd say more than 60 minutes of moderate activity. Let's calculate my food plan because they make you work in there. So 3,000 calories to achieve a healthy weight, 3,200 calories to maintain your current weight. So I don't want to maintain my weight. So because I was overweight, because I ate all that garbage. Okay, here it is. This is what it says. I should have 7 ounces of protein, 2.5 cups of fruit, 3 cups of dairy, 4 cups of vegetables, 10 ounces of grains. All right, let's go through these one by one. Fruit. You get fruit at breakfast. You get a scoop of a fruit cocktail where you get pears, or you get peaches, or you might get some mandarin oranges. That's it. You get that one scoop at morning. You may get one at night, but doubtful. So that's your serving of fruit. 4 ounces, which is not a cup, not even close. Okay. Anybody who's been to prison, you already know. Damn, Floyd, you hit that right on the head. Yes, I did. And that's just fruit. Okay. 7 ounces of protein foods. Okay. 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. Be serious about that 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. All right. 1/4 cup of cooked beans, or a 1/2 ounce unsalted nuts, seeds. 1 ounce. Okay. So 1 egg counts as 1 ounce. Oh yeah, they may give you some boiled eggs as a replacement, but usually not. It's usually the peanut butter, beans, and sliced cheese. And as you see, you're not getting your daily requirements. You may not get any protein for breakfast if you get pancakes. Oh no, you're not getting it in the dairy. I know you're all going, oh, they got milk. They serve milk. No, they don't. We're going to get to that. That's last. That's dairy down here. Saving the best for last. But they're short here. They're light, always light. Get over here in vegetables. Boom. They meet and exceed the vegetables. Don't have a problem there. 10 ounces of grains. Okay. They usually meet this. They're always serving bread, grains. They're going to pound you with grains. What do grains do? They make you fat. Very unhealthy. Dairy. Okay. This is for me. This is what I should be having. I should be having 3 cups of dairy per day, period. That includes dairy milk or yogurt, or lactose-free dairy milk or yogurt, fortified soy milk or yogurt, or hard cheese. Let me explain to you what dairy looks like in Texas Department of Criminal Justice Correctional Institutions Division. The only dairy they serve prison inmates are slices of cheese. That's it. There is no milk. The milk that they do claim to be serving as milk, some powdered substance that the feral cats will not drink. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. You can't use it to cook with, bake with. It's some real weird, strange stuff. When they first stopped, when they stopped getting, let me preface this, let me back up. Once upon a time, way back when, about 40 freaking years ago, guess what I did? I was a milk pasteurizer in prison. Uh-huh. Yeah, we used to get the milk jugs, aluminum milk jugs, full of raw milk. Crank up the pasteurizer, pour them in, pasteurize the milk, and it come out just like 36 degrees. Oh, folks, you have never had milk taste so good as coming right out of the pasteurizer, just cold, 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 cold. So I have a little experience talking about dairy, don't I? In prison. Absolutely non-existent. When you get cheese, that's it. And you don't get cheese every day. So basically, nobody's getting any dairy, almost non-existent in the diet. So here we go. This almost doesn't exist. We know that. They're light on protein almost every time. Fruit, also, they are light. Definitely a cup every day. Now, how does that make them a Rico? Well, what I just showed you guys, okay? This is for an adult male, me, 220 pounds. I can bump it down to 180. I can go to the average size of a man, 5'6", 5'7", 180, and get those. But imagine if you're 6'6", 240, 250, 260, what your diet should look like, and you're not getting it. So, what's the issue, Floyd? Well, the issue is this mandatory language. Okay, right here. Dietary allowances as adjusted for age, sex, and activity should meet or exceed the recommended dietary allowances published by the National Academy of Sciences. It's mandatory. To do anything other is a violation of this manual. You definitely cannot get certified if you don't meet this mandatory criteria. What the fuck, Floyd? I know. I knew you were going to get there. EDCJ certified units. Let me raise that little. Here we go. Y'all ready to see the fraud, the racketeering influence, corrupt organizations? This is from the tdcj.texas.gov unit directory. Unit directory, region, type of facility, map. TDCJ regional map, ACA accredited units are in italics. They sure got a bunch of certified units, wouldn't you say? Cotula, I think that's a private jail, private prison. Huntsville unit, Huntsville unit, Huntsville unit. Man, that's Kelly Strong's unit. Was you slipping, Kelly? That's like the jewel of the prison system. Anyway, you see all these that are certified? Not one of them are serving 2.5 cups of fruit nor dairy. So how are they corrupt? Well, okay, in order to certify the unit, they have to come inspect it, right? Then they leave. They go back to Virginia or wherever they're from. You know, they don't have to be from Virginia. They can work remotely, but they go send their reports to probably Virginia. And then those reports are gone over, and then boom, all the mandatory language. Oh, they've passed. So now we're going to certify them. So how do they notify them that they've been certified? They either pick up a phone, or they email, or they send a letter in the U.S. Postal Service. That's wire fraud or mail fraud. Take your pick or both. They've been doing this consistently for years. You see how many units they have certified. This is a fraudulent act by fraudulent people working for the ACA and the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Not only in the Correctional Institution Division, but in the State Jail Division. I'm sure, we'll just say TDCJ in whole. I'm not suicidal. I'm not trying to kill myself. Everything I say, I declare under penalty of perjury. Everything I say, it's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Been there, done it. Telling you right now, folks, that's a slam dunker. Ken Paxton, Texas Attorney General, where you at, bro? You need to hold yourself accountable. You got to go investigate. I don't want to listen to a prison inmate. We send you those letters being fucked. I don't want to listen. Well, I've got a whole bunch of these up my sleeve, folks. Y'all think I'm kidding? How do y'all think I got the name Fearless Floyd? I came at him with everything I had. I had nothing left to lose. I was sitting on a hot, rocking big 60. That's a life sentence. The fuck? Nobody gave a fuck about me. My friends didn't give a fuck about me. My wife didn't give a fuck about me. My daughter didn't give a fuck about me. Nobody gave a fuck about me. He's gone forever. We'll never see that guy again. Yeah, well, here I am. Much better than before. Thank God. And I was texting Ed Group the other day, and he really wants to sit down and talk to me because we just have so much in common. And he knows the old me, the crazy guy. And I was telling him, I said, we can't let that guy out no more, man. That guy's gone. He got to stay gone. That motherfucker's crazy. He gonna get us all killed. I can't believe we're not dead yet. So anyway, hey, we got Trump coming on here in badass Wisconsin, fixing to speak. So look forward to listening to that. So anyway, I want to share this with you. I'm not done with this. We're gonna see what this goes. You have any experience in TDCJ? Hey, folks, this is a lawsuit. It's good to go. It's ready to go. It's already printed. I just didn't have time to prosecute it, and I knew they weren't going to let me win. I had the wrong number underneath my name. I didn't have a bar number. I had a warehouse receipt number. I've shown you. There's the evidence. Here I even go back and I'll do. Like I told you guys I would do. Here, let's go do a MyPlate for somebody much smaller than me and see how much they got to get. Start over. All right, start. And we're gonna hit a 50-year-old male. Weight here. Drop him down to $180. Height 5 foot. Well, shorty. We'll make him 8 inches. More than 60 minutes a day. He's working. TDCJ, they're gonna make you a slave. Yeah. Okay, 2,600 calories. So there you go. 2 cups of fruit. So we know they're short right there. One cup. 3 cups of dairy. There you go. Again, I told you this dairy, man, is a big issue. Huge. Huge. You guys don't understand. That's huge. That's 3 cups a day. That's 21 cups a week. That adds up over the span of your sentence. If you're there for 20 years and you're not getting any dairy, boom, there you go. You're not getting your full nutritional needs. This bullshit they're serving now. Now, back in the day, back when I used to pasteurize milk, I also held another job. Boom, meat cutter / butcher. Butcher? Huh. Yeah, butcher. Captain Cecil used to order sides of beef. He was a free world butcher. And he taught me and my coworker how to break down a side of beef into steaks, hamburger meat, whatever that looks like. Absolutely. I wished I'd have stayed in there a little bit longer, but had to move on. But I learned something, just like I learned when I was pasteurizing milk. I learned something. I've always used those opportunities to learn. Never wasted those opportunities. So that's why I'm not messed up about, what I've done in my past. It made me who I am today. And thank God I am who I am today. And I just let divinity take me on my path. That's where I'm at. So 6 foot, 180 pound man, or I'm sorry, 5'8", 180 pounds. This is what he should be consuming per day. So he should have dairy at every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 1 cup of something. He should be having yogurt, milk, cheese, something, and it doesn't exist. You get a slice of cheese, you got your dairy. Cheese isn't available every day in prison. Fruit. You get 1 little 4-ounce ladle, and you may not be getting 4 ounces of fruit. There you go. Go do the math, folks. You're going to see how short they are. This is square, serious business is what it is. I don't make this stuff up, but this is my investigation that I had to do. So how did I conclude this investigation? Well, you hear me mentioning the menu planning guides, right? Remember those? All right. Well, the food service manager at each unit has to create those. And what they do is they go off a master menu planning guide produced by TDCJ Food Service Division. Okay. Correctional Institution Division. They have a food service division. They have a laundry services division. They have a bunch of different divisions. Okay. So it comes from them. It's based on the budget. Okay. The budget says, okay, this unit can buy so much per month. So that's a yearly allocation. We have that in the budget. Okay. So they base these menu planning guides on that budget. This is what we're going to purchase. This is what we've contracted already. We're going to buy, 144,000 pallets of pears, canned pears. Okay. Number 10 canned pears. So now they know how many units, how many people, blah, 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 blah. They just do the math. Okay. It should be, I need 4-ounce servings 3 times a day for X amount of inmate. And that should calculate, tell you how much you need to order per year. should. That's not how they do it. Okay. So these menu planning guides, of course, as you read, that the food service manager on the unit will have their clerk. Food service manager's clerk, which is an offender, okay, who pretty much runs the kitchen. They create the menus. Well, oh, you don't think I got them? You're not supposed to. But I got one every week for 4 months. I went to breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 4 months. I wrote down everything that they were serving every day and the substitutions for 4 months. So I had their menu planning guide. I had the master menu planning guide. I even had their budget. I had everything. And then I had the real menu planning guide, the one that actually was served. And of course, I needed the nutritional values of different nutrition. So I had to have somebody buy me a book that broke down all the nutritional values for food. Oh, yeah, I got real anal with it. Very anal. And I had everything, had all the proof, had their records. I had the ACA accreditation. I had the manual. I had the mandatory language. I had everything. It's in Travis County, Floyd.Tarvin IV. Go there, look it up. I think you can find them all online. I don't think you can actually look at the actual text. You probably have to go there to the archives. They got a brand new building, Travis County, right down the street from Secretary of State. We went there just to check it out. So, all right. So basically, that's what it looks like. That's how I did it. And then I just found the crimes that are available under, I think it's 1983 or 1963, 18 USC. Put it all together. That's how you investigate a RICO, put it all together, and obviously didn't cover how to get it filed, but there it is. Absolutely. In my opinion, every one of those prison units that I just showed you that are italicized. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's where I was at. Right there, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Let's just count the ones that are not accredited. Don't you think that would be much easier? Because there's not very many of them. There's one. That's John Seeley Hospital, for those of you who don't know. Okay, but it says it's accredited by the Joint Commission on Accreditation of Healthcare. Let's see, the Cotula unit, which I believe is a private facility. Here's the state jails they throw in there as well. That's why I said it wasn't just the Correctional Institution Division. It was also the state jail division. So you see, all of these are certified. Every one of these that you see with the italicized names are absolutely fraudulent. Those are corrupt criminal organizations under the umbrella of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, Obviously belongs to the what? State of Texas, folks. A summit coming up, Austin, Texas. I would love to go to one of these because, I would just bust their balls. They'd be escorting me from the building. I'd bring all this up to them. How do you justify that? So if any of you up there in Austin, y'all are going to go to that seminar on the 29th, y'all need some ammo, hit me up. I got a ton of it. I give it all to you. Excuse me up there, director. How can y'all take DNA from prisoners when Article 1, Section 10 of the Texas Constitution clearly delineates for all citizens of the state of Texas that we cannot be compelled to give evidence against ourselves? However, what are you doing? Boom. How are they going to answer that? They can't. Make them dance. How come y'all don't serve dairy to the prison inmates aside from a slice of cheese, and they don't get a slice of cheese with every meal? So they're not getting any dairy. They're getting probably less than half of their daily requirements based on the recommended daily allowances by the federal government. A Fruit Loop. I'm just stating facts, folks. Need some people to write in there to verify everything that I'm telling you. I'll give you names, I'll give you TDCJ numbers, and I'll give you units and addresses. You can hit them up. You want somebody on death row? You want somebody not death row? You want somebody been there 20 years? I get all that for you. I know them. I mean, how many people do you know that know somebody that got off death row, somebody who went to death row and got executed, and that somebody's still on death row? Me. I told you folks, I'm such a unique person by just the wealth and breadth of knowledge that I know and the contacts that I have. Yet y'all want to go follow these idiot gurus out there who are just like pushing you down the road to nowhere. They lie to you, try to sell you bullshit. I don't sell you bullshit. I sell you facts. You want to buy some facts? You're in the right place. And usually they're free. So if you have a friend or loved one in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, oh, there's Ann calling me. Oh, yeah, I told her to call me right before the consultation that I have in 15 minutes, 18 minutes. So I got to go. Almost forgot. It's a busy day, and I got a couple more phone calls to make. So with that, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. But like I said, if you have a friend, family in TDCJ, and you know how much they weigh, and you know how old they are, and you know all that information, doesn't matter if it's a male or a female, put it in there and calculate it and find out what their daily requirements are. And next time you talk to them on the phone, or you write them, or you JPay them, ask them. Ask them what they're getting. Ask them about the milk or their dairy product or non-dairy product, however you want to label it. So there you go. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, leave a comment below. I am the Fearless Floyd Show everywhere. TheFearlessFloydShow.com is my website. Go check out my classes, my merchandise, trust books. Got a P.O. Box class coming up, PMA class coming up. Come hit me up, man. Got to go. Got to go. I got shit to do.